Hey guys, Susie here from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. Welcome to my 30-week pregnancy update video. Yeah. Everybody that is on YouTube says this when they get to 30 weeks, and it's true. It is finally feeling like the home stretch. As far as the baby's development goes, I have been using the Pregnancy Plus app. It's been my favorite app so far. And on the app for week 30, it says that the baby is approximately 3.5 pounds, which is, I don't know, it just seems like such a solid number and it makes me really excited. But it says that he is 3.5 pounds and approximately the size of a winter squash or like a small pumpkin. It says fat continues to accumulate under his skin. While he can gain as much as half a pound a week from now until birth, the weight gain varies from baby to baby, obviously. The little body hairs or lanugo on the baby's skin is continuing to grow, and if the baby is born prematurely, which I hope he isn't, that may be present at birth, and that's totally normal. Even though the lungs are the last of the organs to develop fully, he is practicing breathing already 30 to 40% of the time. His bones are hardening to prepare to support his body after birth. His adrenal glands, which produce steroids, have doubled in size in the last 10 weeks, and it says steroids are responsible for the growth and development of sex organs. So that's a little bit about the baby. The thing, because I skipped last week, the development that I was really excited about last week is that now the baby's eyes are open and that they can see light. So that was like really exciting. So I'm just going to show you the picture on the app. So here's what the baby looks like at 30 weeks. I love this app. I just think the image is so cool. And that's the scale size. So it actually kind of blows up the image to the scale size of the baby. And then you can kind of compare to your phone how large the baby actually is inside your belly. And I love that. So that's the picture. That's the app. It's my favorite app so far. And I've just been loving it. Symptoms. The symptoms I'm going to talk about this week are very TMI. And I do have a lot of positive things to say that changed for me over the last week or so. And then I have some things that aren't so great. So one thing that you may notice, that I notice even making this video, is that I am genuinely just a little bit happier and I feel like I have more energy. And I don't know if that's because of where I am in my pregnancy and change in hormones, or if it's because I have been doing the things that my doctor has been recommending and that some of you have been recommending to help with my iron levels, my B12, and I've been resting a lot more. And maybe just that I hit the 30-week mark, maybe that's helping me to feel very positive now because I'm a little bit more confident and I feel like I'm going to have, you know, a beautiful, healthy baby and I can see the finish line. But anyway, that's one thing that has been better, is that I'm not as exhausted and I'm just in a better mood generally. Now there's a YouTuber that I used to follow all the time. Her name's Erin Williams, and I watched her 30-week pregnancy updates, and she was really down and moody and kind of the opposite of me for her 30-week mark and just exhausted. So, you know, everybody is totally different and that's normal. But for me, for whatever reason, I don't care the reason, I'm just very happy to say that I have more energy this week and I feel better in general. A new symptom that I've been having that is like not nice to think about is that I definitely have like a big increase in cervical mucus, and I didn't have this with my first pregnancy. I think it was just kind of consistent throughout my pregnancy, but right now I have like this huge increase. It's been like that for like about a week. And it is just yucky, like it's just nasty. So I've been wearing a panty liner, but out of all the symptoms I've had, like that is just really bugging me. It's not nice. And speaking of down there, and by down there, of course, I mean my vagina. Speaking of down there, I have been having pain and some swelling. One of the other vloggers I watched call it lightning crotch. Every once in a while, I just get these little shooting pains down in my lady parts, and it kind of scares the crap out of me, but apparently they're normal. So I've been having pain down there and just pressure and some swelling. And I realized that I had swelling down there because I went to try to groom myself down there a little bit. And again, this is TMI for sure, but my belly is at the point now that I can't shave my bikini line or do anything like that without a mirror, and it's extremely difficult for me to even shave my legs. And if you are watching this and you have not used a mirror to try to shave or do anything like that down there at any point, I highly recommend that you just don't look because it is not pretty. Speaking of my belly, that's like my next symptom. So my most prevalent symptom now is that starting at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I don't know if it's bloating or if it's because, you know, I've eaten a lot and I'm full, or I don't know what it is, or just that I'm moving all day. But my stomach gets extremely hard around 3 o'clock. It's not contractions. It's not like Braxton Hicks contractions or anything like that. And I know that because it's just consistent. Like it just gets really firm gradually. And then by about supper time, I just feel like I can't move. I'm only really comfortable if I'm standing or laying down on my side. Laying on my back hurts. Just sitting like this hurts. It's like impossible to drive my car. That's what I get for like getting rid of my SUV and buying like a sporty luxury car. I can barely get in my car. And I'm just uncomfortable and my stomach is super hard and super tight. And I did definitely have that with Wilson. And I remember thinking that there was something wrong. And I wrote that in my little journal that I had when I was pregnant with Wilson. Like my stomach was so hard and so tight and so uncomfortable every single evening that I thought that there was something wrong with my uterus, or like there wasn't enough room in there, or I was dehydrated and I didn't have enough amniotic fluid or something weird. I thought that something weird was going on, but apparently that is a very common symptom. But it makes it extremely hard for me to do anything, like I said, like shave, or I can't get baths anymore because I can't get out of the bathtub. And we bought our house from like a lady who was in her 80s. And we still have the metal bar in the bathtub. We've never renovated our bathroom. And I still can't really get out of the tub. Like I have to roll over onto all fours and then try to push myself up. It is like, picture that image. Isn't that a lovely image? But it's just not great. So there's that. Getting in and out of bed is awful, and I have to pee all the time, so I have to get in and out of bed a lot. If you are watching this and you have a toddler who, you know, doesn't sleep that well in their own bed, you will know that you get in and out of bed several times to bring them things. And my husband is really good to kind of cater to Will when he needs one of us in the night, but I still have to get up a bunch of times to pee. Symptoms I don't have any headaches, I don't have any nausea, I don't have any stretch marks. I didn't have any stretch marks with Wilson. And my belly is really big, so I just think that's genetic. Even, I had my belly button pierced when I was probably 15. It was like super popular back then. And even like where my belly button ring is, the skin is definitely really tight there. But after I had my first baby, it just kind of all went back to normal. Like it's not ripped or stretched out or anything like that. And I am very happy about that. If it happens, you know, not a big deal. I'm having a baby and I'm so excited. So if I get stretch marks, not a big deal, but I just know that you guys ask about that and I just haven't been getting any. And I haven't been doing anything to prevent that either. I just think I'm just somebody who genetically probably won't get stretch marks because my mom never got stretch marks. I think that's about it. Like I said, I feel really good today and I'm in a really good mood. And I have been generally for the last week or so. And I have more energy definitely than I've ever had right now. But I still do get a little bit moody, like more so than if I wasn't pregnant, but it's really not that bad. I'm still tired, but for the most part, it's not that like completely drained, exhausted, can't focus, can't concentrate, like just miserable, exhausted. It's not like that. It's just like regular, you know, exhaustion from being pregnant. And that seems to happen in the evenings, which is convenient because that's what time I want to go to bed. And I haven't been having trouble sleeping lately, which is also great because I definitely had some of that in my second trimester. So that's pretty much all my symptoms. Oh, veins, I'm still covered in veins. Like all the veins in my body are really like sticking out, especially in my breasts and things like that. Like they're not popped out, but I can just see through my skin, and I can see like my veins are bigger and darker. My nipples are bigger and darker. Down there is bigger and darker. I mentioned this in my last video. Speaking of nipples, I do produce a little bit of colostrum now. So I'm having little tiny leaks, but as long as I have like a sports bra on, it's not enough that I'd have to wear like a breast pad or anything like that. So that's basically all of my symptoms. And I don't know, like in my last few videos, I feel like I was complaining for the whole video, but in this video, I feel pretty good. I'm kind of dreading Christmas. I know that sounds so bad, but I'm just so excited to have my baby that like all of the milestones between now and then don't really matter to me. But I have to remember that I do have a 3-year-old and I do have a husband who's obsessed with Christmas. So I'm sure once it gets closer, I'll get more in the Christmas spirit. But I don't know. I'm just not as excited this year as I normally am. And I should be, because my 3-year-old and my husband are very, very excited. I almost forgot a new symptom. My new symptom that I'm having now, and this is not a fun symptom at all, and this is a symptom I definitely had when I was pregnant with Wilson, is that I'm starting to have swelling in my hands and feet and in my face. So when I wake up in the morning, my face is puffy and I find my lips are puffy. It almost looks like I had lip injections, but it doesn't look cute. It's bad. And then my face seems to, like, the swelling seems to go down once I get up and move around. And then my feet and my ankles and my hands have been swelling like gradually as the day goes on. It's very, very minor. I only notice it because my engagement ring gets really tight. And I get like really bad sock marks around my ankles. It's not that bad yet. When I was like 38 weeks pregnant with Wilson, my swelling was concerning. Like, it was real bad. My blood pressure was up, and my feet and ankles were so swollen, like I barely even had toes. And my doctor was definitely concerned. So I'm not at that point yet, but I'm just noticing that it is starting to happen, and I'm not looking forward to that. I haven't had any doctor's appointments since my last video, but my last appointment was the last time that I don't see my obstetrician for a whole month. So I see her next week, and then I'll see her every 2 weeks for a few weeks, and then I'll see her every week until I have the baby. I have no scheduled ultrasound. I feel as though I will have a late ultrasound because my baby's still in the breech position, so she'll probably check his size and check his position, because she has made comments that he seems larger than his gestational age. So I'm assuming I'll have an ultrasound like closer to giving birth. But other than that, I don't really have anything to say. A lot of people talk about their birth plan in these videos. I really don't have a birth plan. My plan is to go into the hospital and for my baby to be born whichever way is the best for him whenever he decides to come. Before I wrap this video up and show you guys my belly, I am going to show you a couple of maternity items that I got recently. I shot this video already yesterday, and the audio in it was so terrible that I'm just shooting it again now. But one of the items that I got was from a company called Caden Shea, and it was someone from the company messaged me on my Instagram and offered to send me some free maternity items. And she just said, like, in exchange, just mention us either on your channel or your Instagram page. So anyway, I looked at their website. It's cadenshay.com, and I'm definitely going to put it across the screen here. But she sent me maternity leggings and a sweatshirt that has zippers on either side, like right where your breast is, so that you can wear the sweatshirt when you're breastfeeding, possibly after you have your baby. And both items, I got them in the mail. They were like crazy good quality, and so I'm really, really excited to show you these items. I don't know that much about the company. They are an Australian company, and the pants and most of their clothing is designed to be functional. So like workout type pants and workout type shirts, sweatshirts, and sports bras that are also very comfortable and good, again, if you're nursing afterwards. A lot of their items are geared towards nursing, but mainly geared towards, you know, having a healthy, active lifestyle. The leggings that I'm wearing today, like I said, they are supposed to be like workout pants or like casual leggings. But when I got them, the material in these leggings is so high quality and they're so dark black that I have been wearing these like almost every day, and I've been wearing them for both activity, which I haven't, that's a lie. I haven't been doing any activity, and that's like a whole other story. But I've been wearing them casually, I should say, and I have also been wearing them like dressing them up. So I'm gonna show them to you. My living room's kind of a mess, sorry guys. But anyway, here are the pants. They're like a shiny black. The band goes all the way up over to the top of your bump. They're made of a very thick material. And the reason I like that is because when you wear tight, like workout pants or tights, when the material is thicker, it tends to smooth everything out. There is a logo here, cute logo. And there's 2 seams, and the seams are in like a really flattering position on the leg. Like, look how big my belly is. The belly band is very supportive. And again, the fabric is like a thicker fabric. So like when I'm pregnant, I have cellulite all here on the backs of my legs, and it does kind of go away. When I'm not pregnant, I lose weight. But these pants just like smooth everything out. Like you can't see anything. I feel very confident and like not self-conscious at all in these tights, and they feel very, very supportive. Before I show you the sweatshirt and show you my bump, I just want to say one more thing about the tights. And again, this is not a sponsored promotion for this company. They did send me the tights, but I just really, really, really love this product. So I wouldn't call them a compression pant, but they are definitely very supportive. Like when I got them and I held them up, they almost looked like they would be too small for me. But then when I put them on, they just felt so comfortable. And again, they just kind of hold everything in, which is really nice. And they give my belly a really good shape. Those were the pants. And now I'm going to give you guys a quick shot of the sweatshirt. So here's the sweatshirt. And here are the little zippers for breastfeeding. So there's my boob. Has their logo on it. It's made of, again, amazing, amazing quality material. And now I'm just gonna show you guys my belly. But before I do that, I wanna say that I hope you liked this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you can give it a thumbs down. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very, very soon in my next video.